Hi there, my name is Tabitha, and I'm the therapist that's been selected to work with you today. Would you mind to share your name and your date of birth with me, please, just to make sure I have it correct?
Yeah. My name is Maggie, and I was born November 8th of 2000.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Maggie. I want to start off by saying that everything you share with me is going to be kept confidential between you and I. I do have to set a disclaimer that if you were to disclose anything about harming yourself or somebody else, I do have to share that. That's just to protect you and protect the other person. Um, I also want to let you know that, we're gonna do our best to figure out what's going on and get you set up on the right path. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So would you mind to tell me why you're here? Who referred you?
Yeah. Um, well, I'm in my senior year of college right now, and I was just kind of feeling really down and was asked to just went and talked to kind of the counseling department at my school because they've always like said in our classes and stuff if you're struggling to go talk to somebody.
Mhm.
And so I just went and just said that I was feeling really sad and talked to them for a little bit, and they sent me here. So,
Okay.
mhm.
Are you experiencing anything other than just being sad and down? Anything else going along with that?
I mean, school's really stressful, so that just feeling stressed out with school too and what to do after college. But most of the time, like, it's hard for me to even have energy to think about that stuff. I'm just so tired all the time. It's just hard to find motivation to do things. So I just get more and more stressed about it because I don't have the motivation to even do anything about it.
Sure. But how long have you been having these feelings of not feeling motivated and feeling sad?
I think that like since my sophomore year of college, it's kind of gotten worse and worse. My sophomore year and my junior year, I just kind of plowed through because I just had to get it done. Like I had my parents were relying on me to do well in school and they were helping me with school, so I knew I had to do good. And like I didn't want to be that downer when I was trying to make friends in college. I needed to kind of push that part of me aside and just be able to kind of power through, I guess. So probably for like 3 years, but it just kind of got really bad this year.
Okay. When you said that it started in your sophomore year, did something specific happen, or is it just maybe the pressure from your parents that you needed to do good?
Um, I mean, my sophomore year was kind of hard in general. It was actually when COVID happened.
Hmm.
So we all got sent home and all the friends that like I had when I got into college, I tried to keep, but then I came back my junior year and felt like I was starting all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really discouraging and hard. And yeah, COVID was just hard for everyone. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that would be like the most significant thing.
Okay. COVID sucks for a lot of reasons. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm assuming that, when it's hard to get out of bed and hard to feel motivated, that really impacts your relationships outside of school and your family as well, like maybe with partners and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. I live like an hour from home. So I can still visit my parents, but I just haven't had the motivation to go home and do it. I also know if I go home that my mom will be able to tell that I'm not feeling good and I don't want to talk about it. So I've just kind of avoided it. But it's definitely impacted like that relationship for sure. And then I'm engaged right now too. So that's been hard to be like in a really happy time of life, but also really struggling internally. And no one really gets that. So,
Yeah. Has anybody in your family ever experienced any bouts of sadness or stress that's lasted for a while that you can remember?
um, I mean, I remember my sister when she's a like 7, 8 years older than me, and she's the one who made me go to my school counseling office. Um, she kind of struggled with just feeling sad. Like I remember her telling me once when we were in the kitchen that she was gonna go see a counselor, and I was like, I had no idea what was going on because I was only like 12. But yeah, that's the only one I can remember. I know my grand great grandpa committed suicide, so I guess sadness there. And then I know my grandma was pretty down a lot of the time, but never like diagnosed with anything.
Mhm. Have you or your sister, maybe grandpa, ever been prescribed any medication for any psychiatric
Um,
issues?
mm-mm.
No? Okay. Okay. And forgive me, I'm just looking at my notes.
Mhm.
Um, how would you say you feel right now? Do you have any intrusive thoughts of harming yourself or anybody else?
No, I've never really had any thoughts like that. No.
Okay, that's good. Um, any substance abuse? Any heavy drinking, anything like that?
Uh, no, I mean I drink every once in a while, but maybe like 2 drinks a week. So not
Okay.
abuse or anything like that.
And what about you? I know you've shared a little bit about your family, but is there anything like maybe any trauma, excuse me, or anything that's happened between or within your family, you family members that you can think of?
Um, Not anything specific that I can think of. I mean, my grandma and my grandpa passed away in a car accident when I was younger, but that would be like the most significant thing. I think my mom's had a few miscarriages, I remember, but
Well, that's
yeah.
gotta be hard. I
Mm,
imagine that was hard to process, and it's still probably hard to process.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was it like growing up? Can you share a little bit about that with me? What was your relationship like with your mom?
My mom and I had a pretty good relationship. She is a doctor, so she works outside of the house all the time. So she was pretty busy. I didn't see her a ton. My dad was actually a stay-at-home dad, so I had a really good relationship with him, and he is really good, like emotionally. My mom probably isn't as good emotionally, just pretty straightforward to the point with things. Um, yeah, I mean, I have two sisters and a brother, and I have a pretty good relationship with all of them.
Would you say you have pretty good support system in place?
Um, like with my sister and stuff, I don't know
Mhm.
if I could talk with my parents about like needing to see a counselor because
Okay.
I don't think I feel like they would just tell me to figure it out. So
Okay.
yeah.
I imagine hearing that's not always helpful either. Um, how would you cope with feeling sad and down in the past, like when it started happening in sophomore year?
I would just kind of ignore it at all costs, distract myself, like go hang out with friends and try and do that. But I like got to the point my junior year, end of junior year, beginning of senior year that like I just couldn't even be present when I was places. I had no fun. I just feel like I don't have fun really anymore. So it wasn't enjoyable. So that kind of went out the window. I don't really feel like I've had anything to help. Yeah.
Hmm, let's see. Have you ever had any hospitalizations for anything, any allergies or anything like that?
No. Mm-mm.
Time.
Sorry for the noise.
Mhm.
Let's see. Well, with everything that we've talked about and all the information you've given me is very helpful. I want to say thank you for being so open. I can imagine how difficult that is to share that with me, but thank you. This will definitely provide us with an opportunity to figure out what's going on, how to best suit you, best help you. I would like to say that we're possibly looking at some depression. I think I need to do some more research and maybe meet a couple more times before I make a definitive diagnosis. Um, but in the meantime, I'll be thinking about how to put together a good game plan for you as far as a treatment plan and things like that. We very well may be looking at medication. Are you opposed to medication if we can find a good fit for you?
Um, I'm not opposed to it. It's my only fear is like what my parents would say about it, but I'm not.
Mhm.
If it'll make me feel better, I'm not like, opposed to it.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for meeting with me. And please remember that everything we talk about is going to stay between us. And I really have enjoyed speaking with you. And I look forward to sitting with you again next time and hopefully moving forward and trying to figure some stuff out. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that would be great.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.